Hey guys, so today I'm reviewing Beyond the Gate Season 1, Episode 51. And this week's episode was another banger episode, of course. We're getting into some things, and this show was just so good. I mean, what else is there to say? So let's just get right into the episode. So the episode starts off with Martin having recurring nightmares about whatever happened that night. We still don't 100% know, but I'm sure it'll get revealed soon. But yeah, he's still having recurring nightmares. So he calls his grandfather over to have, breakfast with him, and they discuss his recurring nightmares. And he basically tells his grandfather that he has decided to not run for president anymore because it was everything that's going on in the family. He doesn't want his secrets to come out too and just make everything worse. So just to be safe, he does not he is not running for president no more. Now, throughout breakfast, there's this mysterious white man watching them. Like, we don't know. I don't know if it's about his past. We don't know because he's just watching them. So that's mysterious. So we're keeping an eye on that. Um, so then let's just get to the small stuff. Ashley and Derek, I guess they had a fight the night before. I guess they didn't have sex for the first time since living together, and they had some issues. And they're arguing about who takes a shower first, who cooks first, and all this other stuff. So then, Ashley's mom ends up calling her, and they end up talking, and Ashley's mom gets her advice, and in the end, her and Derek end up making up, and they end up having sex. So then, Doug is at the gambling place, and Vanessa calls him, and Joey sends Vanessa a text saying that, "Hope you dreamt about me last night." So then Vanessa calls Doug, and he's still at the gambling place because I guess he never came home last night. So then, he basically tells Vanessa, "I'm about to come home." So then, Doug runs into Joey, and Joey basically tells him that you haven't been paying me back. You've been getting more and more into debt. So your time's basically up, and you're going to have to pay me back. And we're going to have to call Vanessa and tell her. And Doug's like, "No, I don't want to tell Vanessa." So then Doug's like, "Fine, so let me launder money through Vanessa's properties, and your debt is gone." And Doug's like, "Well, I don't want to do that either." So Joey's basically like, "Fine, I give you a choice. So you have 1 week to give me every dime, or, you have to suffer the consequences." So that was that. So then Ted and Eva are going out to eat breakfast together, and there's this nosy girl named Anastasia being nosy, and they're all just watching them being nosy. Before that, Danny goes over to Nicole's house to convince her to get out the house, and after hesitation, Nicole finally decides to get out the house, and she ends up going to the country club where she runs into Ted and Eva. So then, basically, Nicole rushes to her table and talks to Vanessa while Danny basically tells Ted off. And Anastasia goes over and taunts Nicole, and then she goes over and taunts Eva and Ted, and that's when Eva storms off crying. So then, um, so then Leslie shows up to the diner, and she talks to Jan, and Jan basically tells her she don't fuck with her anymore either because she lied to them and betrayed them. So then while she's at the diner, Eva goes in there and talks to Leslie, and basically tells Leslie that she doesn't want this Dupree life. She misses home, and she wants to go back home with her mom. And Eva basically goes off on Eva, tells her that she will never be loved by her again, and all this other stuff, and she betrayed her, and now she needs to go live with her family that she chose. So Eva storms off crying, and then Martin overhears, and he goes over and comforts Eva, and he basically tells Eva that no matter what they went through, she does not deserve to go through that with the parents she loves. And then Vernon goes over and confronts Leslie, and is basically telling Leslie how much of a disgusting person she is for talking to her child like that. And even Jan tells Leslie the same thing. So then the episode basically ends with Eva coming back to see Ted, and she basically tells Ted that she wanted to go see her mother, but her mother abandoned her. So Ted's the only one that will accept her right now. So she wants to go to Ted, and her and Ted end up holding hands, and the episode ends with Danny, Vanessa, and Nicole walking in on them holding hands. So that was the end of today's episode. It was pretty cool. It was pretty decent. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for episode 52.